Hello Newcastle fans, TV, and welcome to Transfer Rumour Day. I'm just going to run you through some 3 transfers that have been in Newcastle, in and around Newcastle for the last 12 hours or so. So I'm just going to crack on with the 3 main stories, which is Ayoze, Perez, Florian Thauvin and Cheick Tiote. Where better to start than the tank Cheick Tiote himself. Now, he was dropped from the friendly yesterday when we beat Southend 2-0 last night. And he was dropped from the friendly, well, because he was rumoured to be in transfer talks with Al Jazeera, who play in the United Arab Emirates. And they're the most successful, or one of the most successful sides in that part of the area. Now, when Rafa was asked this question by a reporter, he kind of dodged it. He didn't really answer the question. He basically said, we'll listen to offers, and if the offers are good enough, we'll look at the situation, we'll value the situation. So he didn't really say yes or no, he dodged it, but it does look like that Cheick Tiote is on his way out of the club, which I have to say is probably the right thing at the moment. He's 30 years of age, he's got 1 year left on his contract, he hasn't been the player that he used to be. You know, when he first come to the season, everybody talks about it. He was the Claude Makelele, he was N'Golo Kante of that season for us. Scored that wonder against Arsenal when we came back from 4-0 down to draw 4-4. So he hasn't been the same player, has he? I mean, he nearly left at the beginning of February, so he was nearly off then. And it's 2 times now in 6 months he's talking to other clubs. Just goes to show you, I don't think he's hard at it. Yes, he had a good back end of the season, but to be fair, the most Newcastle players did. It wasn't just him. So if we can get around about 4 or 5 million, I'd be quite relatively happy with that for a person with years left on his contract. I feel Newcastle in the defensive midfield role, we've got enough cover. We've got Jack Cole back, we've got Henri Saivet, we've got Isaac Hayden, we've even got John Joe Shelby who can play there. Vernon, and I think we're covered in that defensive midfield role. I think we're fine. We don't need another one personally. So Cheick Tiote, when the story breaks, of course, I will cover it. Of course, I'm not using the green screen today. That's way over there. I just thought I'll mix it up a little bit and keep off the green screen for a couple of days, then I'll go back on it. Next rumour is the Ayoze Perez one. It's the second time this has come round in the summer. Allegedly, I have to say allegedly, Barcelona's sporting director has come out and said that they're looking for a striker to be a backup to Neymar, Suarez and Messi. Now, most strikers would be honoured to be a backup to one of those 3 because they are like literally world class. The target in the rumours being around about 15 million. I feel this story has just been made up because how it works with an agency or a website, they get paid per clicks basically, a bit like YouTube. So if you wanted to start a transfer rumour on your website, you just make a rumour up. So Ayoze, Perez, Barcelona. So when you click on that story, adverts start appearing left, right and centre. This is how companies make money. It's rubbish. It's not going to happen. 15 million is a lot for Ayoze, Perez, but I think we need him. I think if we lost him, I don't think who can come in that's more creative than him. I think Dwight Gale will be a goal scorer. Mitrovic will be the bully, but I think Ayoze Perez will be that creative spark which we need because we haven't really got anyone in Newcastle's side that's creative like him. You can pick the ball up from left and come in and go past a couple of players and curl one. You haven't got many players who can do that on the side. Maybe you would have said Andros Townsend. Hopefully Matt Ritchie would be that one, but that one's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. And finally, the latest one, which is Florian Thauvin, which he seems to be linked to Lazio for the past 4 weeks now. Now, Lazio appointed Marcelo Bielsa to be their manager, and then literally just a few days later, he was out the club straight away. He didn't like it. He was literally out the door. And so it seems like the club's a little bit in turmoil. I know Antonio Candreva is rumoured to be going out the club. He's likely to leave for a higher-end Serie A club or probably join Bundesliga, La Liga or even the Premier League. And they're looking for a winger to replace him. And a lot of reports coming from Italy are saying that Florian Thauvin is that man. But fair enough, if he is going to leave, I still think Newcastle are short even with Thauvin staying. Because even if Thauvin was to stay, we've got Thauvin, we've got Ritchie, we've got Aarons. Sissoko's not a winger. Even if Sissoko stays, he's not a winger. So we've only got 3. And if we get rid of Florian Thauvin, you're going to have to ask Sammy Ayoze to be on the bench. And we all don't want that to happen, do we? Do we really want Sammy Ayoze on the bench? No. So for me, we've got to get a replacement in quickly if Florian Thauvin goes. The one thing I don't like about these reports is the loan deal. I'm not too keen on that. I don't think that helps Newcastle or the player himself. It might help Lazio, but it's definitely not going to help us. He's either going to stay or sell him. You can't loan him out again. Let me know what you think of the transfer rumours, and if there's any other rumours, big rumours that you know of, with your sources, of course. Get your comments down there below. And I'm off to New York next week as well, so yeah, I'm going to try and get the videos out for you in New York. So if you are and about in New York, of course, drop me a message. I've been Lee on behalf of Newcastle Fans TV. See you later.